A couple of tourists in New Mexico ended their trip in the back of a police car, not because they were in trouble, but because they were lost. News 13's Lizzie Mitri shows you an officer's good deed captured on camera.
Dean, this was Portia Houseman and Ann Ganaway's first time sitting in the back of a police car, and they could not have been happier about it.
A couple of first-time Santa Fe visitors from Texas wandered from the St. Francis Cathedral near the plaza 2 weeks ago and realized they were lost.
We had trouble. We got turned around. We had some of the touristy maps and things, but we just couldn't make sense of it.
Portia Houseman says she was traveling with her best friend of nearly 40 years who has bad knees and can't walk very long.
She was starting to panic, and I was getting a little ill at ease. You know how it is when you get lost in an area.
Worried they'd be late for the shuttle to their hotel, her friend flagged down an officer to ask for directions.
He started giving her directions, but I think he could sense the panic in her voice, you know. She was upset.
Instead, Officer Stephen Fonte offered a ride.
Oh, we couldn't say yes fast enough.
And that's how they ended up in the back of a police car.
Well, I have to tell you, I've never ridden in a police car, much less in the back seat.
They were loving it, taking pictures and laughing along the way.
She goes, "It's really uncomfortable." I said, "Well, Ann, it's not meant to be comfortable."
If we can give all these drunk people a ride different places, we can give tourists a ride. Huh?
Ann and I are going to have a wonderful story to tell for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, you would have had about a 5-block walk.
Before saying goodbye, Houseman snapped Officer Fonte's picture and got his contact information.
I said, "Because I'm going to write," and I'm sure he didn't think I would, but little does he know.
She was not kidding. Houseman says she wrote a letter to the Santa Fe police chief, the mayor, and even the governor to let them know how grateful she was for Officer Fonte's good deed. Dean, back to you.
All right, Lizzie, thank you. Houseman says she wanted to recognize an officer for something positive at a time when police are under scrutiny. Officer Fonte, for example, made headlines just 2 years ago when he was one of 2 officers involved in a shooting that was ruled unjustified. He did not face criminal charges.